One of the main quests here in Chapter 4 will have you resolving the conflict between the fish people, the Vodyanoi, and the villagers. So there are three ways you can solve this. You can either side with the Vodyanoi priest here, you can side with the villagers, or you can take the Lady of the Lake's neutral route. Let's see what the Vodyanoi have in store for us.
And I'm Geralt. Pleased to meet you. I don't speak your language.
Your language I speak very well.
Evidently. Let's talk.
Kneel before lady. Speak easy. No kneel. Must be Dagonalan battle. No speak.
So I'm to pay tribute to the Lady of the Lake?
Exact.
All right.
Oak. Gulpul Talhul.
Got any work for someone skilled with a sword?
Bull. Humans great enemies to Vodyanoi. Hire Witcher big for Vodyanoi to kill. Witcher big at crypt. We love wish humans, yet humans swim our waters.
Did I hear you right? Another Witcher?
Gralol, exact, disloving ghouls at crypt.
I need to speak to him. Farewell.
And of course, before you can actually take the job from either side, you're gonna have to go get Berengar from the crypt, and he won't actually tell you anything about the job until actually you help him inside the crypt and get him to come outside. Once he's outside though and next to his fire, you are free to talk to him.
Alright, what's so urgent?
I'd best start at the beginning. What's your connection to Salamandra?
What the hell? It's a simple story. They found me some time ago and the professor made me an offer I couldn't refuse. You know the kind. Help us or we'll feed you your balls. I did what I had to do. It's funny. They remind me of Witchers. Never had a choice, with them or you. The Witchers made me a mutant. The professor made me a criminal. An outcast twice over. I escaped as soon as I could. They got nothing out of me. I didn't sell anyone out. And then I came here.
I heard you're attempting to resolve the conflict between humans and the Vodyanoi.
What? Did they send you here to dissolve my contract? Fine by me. Take it.
What contract?
The one negotiating a peace between humans and the Vodyanoi. Both sides came to me. I have no intention of pursuing it, and the job will fit your sainted legend perfectly.
Do I sense envy?
Don't flatter yourself. I have only contempt for people like you.
Don't digress.
My take? Cull one of the two sides, and the rest will fall into place.
Farewell.
Oak. Gulpul Talhul.
I've taken Berengar's job. Tell me about this conflict.
We underwater live deep. We lady love, yet not all. Many Dagon love, lady leave. The humans kill. I plead your sword Dagon dis love. I give reward.
I see.
Big blood bovine in village, Dagon for her come. Dis love Dagon, I give reward. Something sword, something wonderful.
You want me to steal the cow and use it to bait Dagon?
Dis love big blood bovine on altar. Dagon come from deep.
I'm supposed to kill it on the altar.
Prefer human sacrifice. Uraralalul.
All right, I'll lure the cow to the altar and kill Dagon.
Oak. Gulpul Talhul.
Look, I'm no cowherd, so I don't quite know how to lure the big blood bovine.
Fruits and nuts. Big blood bovine love fruits and nuts.
Fruits and nuts? Those peasants are mad.
So if you wish to side with the Vodyanoi, the priest is going to want you to go all the way to the village and lure their prize-winning cow all the way out here to the Fisher King's boat and over to Blackturn Island, all the way to Dagon's altar.
Come, Strawberry.
It's worth noting that each path you take, each choice you can make on this quest, it will lead you to the altar, and once you do what you have to there, you will have to fight Dagon, no matter what. So I'm gonna leave that fight out of the video. Just know it's exactly the same all 3 times. You just fight his acolytes in order to lower his health, and eventually he dies. Then you go back to the person whose path you chose and get the reward.
Oak. Gulpul Talur.
Dagon is dead.
Dagon dry? Love to you. Sword fatigued from Dagon. Good sword from Underwater City to you.
Thanks.
And for assisting the Vodyanoi priest, he will give you a sword from the Underwater City, which isn't great, honestly. We'll just get rid of that. We don't want it. If instead you want to side with the villagers, you're going to want to talk to Julian over at the inn.
Greetings, Witcher. I've heard a lot of good things about your kind.
That's rare. Usually people treat me like a leper.
Not in my house. When I was a child, I heard many tales of a Witcher who saved my grandfather's life in exchange for a silver penny.
That must have been a while back. I'm Geralt.
Oh, yes. In the olden days. I'm Julian. It's a pleasure.
Any work for a Witcher?
That's right. We extract antique items from the Underwater City. You'd be amazed how much people are willing to pay for them. The fish people don't like it. Unfortunately, we've already hired a different Witcher.
Another Witcher? Who? Where is he?
His name is Berengar. You'll find him in the crypt. I think he's finally gotten to work.
Thanks. We'll talk again about the Vodyanoi. I need to speak with Berengar first. Farewell.
He, just like the priest, is going to send you to Berengar just to make sure you aren't stealing the job from him. The conversation is exactly the same with Berengar, so I'm going to cut it out.
Geralt?
I've taken Berengar's job. Decided to handle this problem myself.
We have a serious problem. The Underwater City is the source of the village's wealth. A while back, a group of our divers went missing. Later, we found their boat adrift. Inside, it was Slaughter Witcher. Someone cut them to bits. Then we learned the Vodyanoi worship a monster that thirsts for human blood. They make bloody sacrifices to it on the island. If you eliminated that monstrosity.
Have you tried talking to the Vodyanoi?
That makes no sense. They don't understand our language. Anyway, the underwater ruins are of a human city. We're fully entitled to what's there. Kill Dagon. That's the monster's name. The entire village will be grateful, and I'll give you one of my grandfather's diamonds.
I'll do it.
Dagon emerges from the water when blood runs down the altar. Fish people bleed too, you know.
Farewell.
So if you side with Julian and the villagers, he's gonna want you to kill the follower, the worshipper, at the shrine over on Blackturn Island. Doing so will of course summon Dagon for the same fight that you get with the other two choices, so we'll go ahead and just skip to the reward.
Geralt?
I was supposed to slay Dagon.
How is it going with the Vodyanoi?
It's done.
Splendid. The fish people shouldn't be a problem anymore.
Now it's your turn to meet your obligations.
It's hard for me to part with it. But an agreement is sacred. The diamond is yours.
Farewell.
And for helping the villagers, you get a diamond that you can sell for decent money. I'll admit it's definitely better than the sword that the priest gives you. So you've gotten the job for Berengar, and you've heard out both sides. You don't want to take the village's prize-winning cow, and you don't want to kill a supposedly innocent fish person on the altar. Well, there's a third choice, another set of conversations you can have, starting with the Fisher King here.
Listen, I'm having trouble getting the humans and the Vodyanoi to agree. You think the Lady of the Lake could help? All right, I'll talk to her. Later.
And he doesn't exactly say it, but I guess Geralt understands. We should go to the Lady of the Lake now.
Yes?
Milady, can I do anything for you?
The peace of my land has been disturbed. The humans and the Vodyanoi quarrel due to greed, fear, and misunderstanding.
I assume each side has an informal leader.
You assume correctly. You may speak to the Vodyanoi priest near my statue. Julian represents the humans.
I'll tend to this.
Who is in the right?
It's not about who's right. I want them to reconcile.
Then you must slay Dagon. To do so, bring me objects symbolizing harmony from both communities.
I'll return soon.
You will find clues on the nature of these objects on the statue.
So in order to solve this peacefully between the two, you need to get a gift from each leader.
Oak. Gulpul Talhul.
The Lady of the Lake wants to help resolve the conflict.
Lialul be what?
The Lady of the Lake wishes the Vodyanoi to live in peace with humans. Killing their favorite cow wouldn't help.
Yet Dagon must is loved me.
I can take care of that too, but you'd have to give me something.
Big blood bovine, better idea. Yet obedient must be for lady. Choose.
From the priest, you have to get the gold bracelet.
The gold bracelet.
Geralt?
An agreement with the Vodyanoi is possible.
I think so.
That is the will of the Lady of the Lake. Care to take issue?
No, Witcher. I'm no fool.
In that case, I'll need something that symbolizes your devotion to her and your desire to achieve peace with the Vodyanoi.
Of course. What shall I give you?
Julian has to give you the alabaster figurine. Once you have both of these items, you can head back to the Lady of the Lake.
The alabaster figure depicting a young Vodyanoi capturing a water elemental.
Here it is. It would have fetched a fine price in Vizima, but peace is more important.
Yes?
Milady, are these what you wanted?
Indeed. Here, pour a drop of my blood onto the altar. Challenge Dagon to a duel.
So be it.
She will give you a drop of her blood, then same deal as the other two choices. You'll head to the altar, do what you need to, and Dagon gets summoned for his fight. So once again, let's skip to the reward.
Yes?
I killed Dagon.
In gratitude, I will part the curtain of mists, allowing you to recall something of your past abilities.
Thank you, milady.
Use my gift wisely.
And her reward to you is leveling you up and giving you some talents to spend. Now, I'm not sure exactly what talents these are. I'm double checking now for you just to make sure. Yes, it is 1 silver talent that you get to spend now. The level up is not actually part of the reward. It's just a silver talent you get from that. Towards the end of Chapter 4, Berengar will run and meet you at Blackturn Island as you are leaving the area. This is where you get a choice to either fight him and kill him or spare him.
Berengar?
I betrayed Kier Moran's location to the Salamandra leader. Then I helped them with their research. I was hunting the beast in the outskirts of Vizima when they captured me. I escaped and ran into Kalkstein, accepting his offer to open the tower in the swamp. That's when they nabbed me again. They weren't as nice the second time around. Finding Alvin, bringing him to them, was the only way I could save my skin.
Why are you telling me this?
I wanted to tell you to your face. See that famous icy glare of yours.
Enough, traitor. I don't hear remorse. All I hear is self-pity. You hate what the Witchers did to you, all right. But you joined a group that subjects children to experiments with mutagens. Get out of my sight.
Draw your sword.
I don't advise this. You can't win. Your turn, Javed.
I learned long ago only to rely on myself. Before I kill you, you must know. Triss Marigold is being dragged to the laboratories as we speak. Torture will follow. Everyone breaks sooner or later. It's merely a question of time. What say you, Witcher? Still the indifferent tough guy?
You're bluffing. You send assassins after me, conjure up beautiful words, threaten to kill me. But you're scared to death and simply postponing the inevitable.
Alar Zar bin Tala.
Indeed. Problem?
You may weaken me, but you'll die anyway.
Unnecessary duel. Unnecessary death. Nothing good came of it. Almost nothing. I can't fathom where Berengar got that medallion. Maybe he intended to face Javed.
If you defeat and kill Berengar, then you will get a medallion from him that will weaken Azar Javed when you fight him at the end of Chapter 5. If you decide instead to spare him, he'll give you something right away.
I don't intend to judge you.
Does that mean you understand? You don't condemn me?
I can't condone your choices, but I guess I understand.
Meaning?
Do what you think is right. I'm not your nanny.
Take this. We'll meet again, White Wolf.
Your turn, Javed.
I learned long ago only to rely on myself. Before I kill you, you must know. Triss Marigold is being dragged to the laboratories as we speak. Torture will follow. Everyone breaks sooner or later. It's merely a question of time. What say you, Witcher? Still the indifferent tough guy?
You're bluffing. You send assassins after me, conjure up beautiful words, threaten to kill me. But you're scared to death and simply postponing the inevitable.
Alar Zar Bintala.
I needed to think.
Coward, you know the punishment you face. You can evade it by slaying Geralt of Rivia. You may earn my mercy.
Your threats don't impress me anymore. Prepare, sorcerer. I've come here for you. We'll meet again, White Wolf.
Berengar made his decision. He knew where Javed was hiding. He also knew I'd find the sorcerer sooner or later. He knew that facing Javed alone was suicide for either of us.
And this time, in the final fight against Javed, Berengar himself shows up to assist you. But I'm gonna be honest, he's not very useful. If anything, he serves as a distraction, and there is a 95% chance he will die right away. Don't worry if he does. He is supposed to die here. There's no difference if you somehow make it through the fight with him alive. He literally does nothing. And now we come to probably the most important decision in the game. At the end of Chapter 4, you will make it to the village hostage situation where the Scoia'tael are here, the Order are waiting to attack, and of course you and Dandelion must get Alvin out. But not before deciding who to side with for the rest of the game.
Geralt?
Dandelion, things have gone from bad to worse.
Scoia'tael on one side, the Order on the other, and us in the middle with Alvin.
Mahakaman C.
Geralt, what now? Leaving's not an option. You'd make enemies of both the Order and the non-humans.
I'm not worried about that. I'd rather save Alvin, but if I go, there could be a massacre, and I have friends to think about.
Witcher, this feels like a pivotal moment. What you do will have consequences. So do we grab Alvin and leave them to it?
Remember, your choice in Gold Rush in Chapter 3 will affect this choice as well. If you help the Scoia'tael, you will not get the option to help the Order. If you help the Order, you will not get the option to help the Scoia'tael. But you will always have the option to be neutral. But let's go over the Scoia'tael ending of the game. Now, all three of these choices change a lot of stuff from here on out, so prepare for a list of changes.
No, the elves need my help.
What should I do?
Find the Fisher King and tell him to be ready. We're going back to Vizima.
All right. See you at the Lakeside.
Surrender!
Immediately after the cutscene, all the Order Knights become hostile, and you can fight them if you want, or you can honestly just run off and ignore them. At this point in the game, it does not suddenly make you neutral, though. You have made your choice. You are with the Scoia'tael at this point. When you get back to the dike, Zoltan will have this conversation with you.
You're in time for quite a scrap.
Looks quiet.
Oh, quiet at the front. Here they clash, there they grunt, and again, oh, quiet at the front. Yevon won. Almost all Vizima's non-humans took up arms.
How'd that happen?
When the Order started killing women and children, even the most assimilated elves rebelled. Dumbest move since the age of King Desmod.
Maybe the Grand Master wanted to provoke non-humans.
As if that wasn't enough. Rumors surfaced about non-humans being resettled in old Vizima because we're more susceptible to plague. Fucking fairy tale, of course.
What are you doing here?
We need to repel the attacking knights. Then I want to lead the civilians and Shani's patients out of old Vizima.
Shani's in old Vizima?
She organized a kind of field hospital at the old town hall. Coming with me?
Naturally.
When you get back to Old Vizima, you'll encounter Zoltan again.
Glad you're here. I thought I'd have to run through the city on my own.
I spoke with Foltest. I'm supposed to break Ada's curse. She's hunting in the city.
What you intend to do?
I have no idea where the Striga might be. Let me help you. Maybe we'll happen on the princess's tracks.
Great. We need to gather 2 groups of refugees nearby. Then we'll break through to Shani's hospital. Ready?
Ready.
Just as he said, he's going to have you gather 2 groups of refugees and then lead them to the hospital to meet with Shani.
Damn it, they were supposed to be here. Maybe they're hiding somewhere.
They better hurry. The knights will arrive any minute.
Damn it.
I hear a cursing dwarf.
Impossible, damn it. Impossible.
Not you, Zoltan.
Hurry. Stay close to me and this witcher. We'll get 1 more group. We're here.
Punctuality is no strength of the elder races.
Shush, Geralt. I'm going to imitate the roar of a polar tiger.
Are we meeting zoologists? How would your friends ever recognize the roar of a polar tiger?
When they hear an unlikely roar, they'll know it's me.
Stunning logic. Told you. Stop before you attract some she-tigers.
Here they come. Stay close. We're headed for the hospital.
No!
Oh, we made it.
Now the wounded can receive proper care.
I just remembered something. Know the legend of Witcher Raven and his armor?
You know anyone who could create a suit of armor like that?
Go to the dwarven blacksmith. He's hiding somewhere in Old Vizima. I'm sure he can help.
Great.
When you return to the hospital after dealing with the mutant at the tower, you'll be attacked by some murderous Order Knights.
Eternal fire! Behold the terrorist hideout! At them!
Are you blind? This is a hospital, not a hideout.
Aiding squirrels spells treason. Humble yourself before the eternal fire. Confess your sins, and perhaps you will be spared torture.
Forgetting anything?
Save your devilish tricks, freak. The eternal fire shields our souls from filthy magic.
Can it shield you from a witcher's sword?
Kill the non-humans! Leave the red-headed bitch alive!
When you leave the hospital after this interaction, you will have to assist Teruviel.
Just in time, Gwynblade. The fun is about to start.
Mine's already started. Get out of here.
We received information that terrorists found shelter at the old town hall. Keep out of this, Witcher.
Too late.
I repeat, walk away. We'll arrest that elven bitch and clean up the old town hall.
You'll do nothing of the sort.
Then make it an honorable fight, sorcerer. Iron, no magic.
Honor? A second ago, the 6 of you wanted to attack one woman. You wouldn't know honor if it kicked you in the arse. Kill them!
Defend yourself!
Thank you, Witcher. You saved my life. Come. I know a quiet place where we can talk.
We must retake the barricades from White Rayla.
Won't be easy.
The Knights lost much in the last battle and lack reinforcements. If we defeat White Rayla, Old Vizima is ours.
I must speak with Teruviel.
Finally, a breather. I was sure we would meet again.
Why did you return? I thought you had had enough of war.
True, but I could hardly leave my brethren alone to die. I just couldn't.
I see.
I realized I couldn't run away from war. Yavin is a good leader. Strong, charismatic. This is our chance to change history. How could I run away from that?
Teruviel.
What is it? Why do you gaze at me so?
I was just thinking.
You think I... Unbelievable. You think I would... In these circumstances? The fate of the world is in the balance, and you're thinking about sex?
Oh, what the hell. Strip.
And you get a chance at her romance card. If you want to see the blurred version of that, check my romance guide.
This isn't the best time.
When you leave the Scoia'tael hideout after this interaction, you will have to escape Old Vizima with Teruviel. With Zoltan.
Do you know why Teruviel returned?
I can guess.
She returned because you helped her at Murky Waters. She told me when she saw you fighting for their cause, she couldn't leave Yavin. Since she returned, he's been a better leader. Maybe we'll win.
We? You've changed too. Decision time. A turning point. I could have stayed out of it, but you can't always straddle the fence. The Scoia'tael showed new strength at Murky Waters. I saw it in Teruviel's eyes. Even old Zoltan Chive talks of hope, victory. I just hope it's not a costly one.
Let's break through the barricade and clear the road for the refugees.
It looks pretty solid. Any ideas?
A frontal charge.
Genius.
We'll be like polar tigers, fast and merciless.
Isn't that a mating call?
That was tough. Teruviel must be on the left flank.
We need to break through to her.
I'm glad to see you. Listen, Yavin is planning something. We'll mount a frontal attack. Distract them. He'll stand a chance then.
You sound like Zoltan.
Attack! The glory of the Order! Attack! The glory of the Order! Attack! The glory of the Order!
Damn it, I almost thought she'd be getting up again.
The second arrow penetrated her heart. She didn't have a chance.
And they said White Rayla had no heart. Let's go. It'll be safer further on. We're finally out of that hell.
Your friend should be safe.
Watch out! Monsters!
Draw them away from the refugees.
Don't need to hear that twice. I'll lead them to the druid's cave.
Take care of yourself.
When you get up to the old manor, you will be assisted by Yavin and his Scoia'tael in the final push against the mutants.
Greetings, White Wolf.
Yavin, good to see you.
I came as quickly as I could.
Just in time.
Wolf.
I need to get into the Salamandra hideout in the old manor.
The main gate is closed, but I know another route.
Where?
A stone well. If you squeeze through, you can reach the lower levels of the old manor. Let me show you.
Great.
Quick, grab the line and descend.
What about you?
We'll watch your back. More mutants approach.
But...
There's no time to lose. You must stop your enemies. Quickly, they're coming.
Good luck, and thanks.
Wolf, you're alive.
Yavin, I'm glad to see you survived.
Find what you wanted?
Yes, although not as I had imagined.
Wolf.
I killed the Salamandra leader.
No look of satisfaction?
Not yet. As it turns out, Salamandra is not acting alone. The Order of the Flaming Rose stands behind it.
I'm not surprised.
I must tell the king at once.
True. I have a boat at the landing. Join me when you're ready.
All right, thanks.
Wolf.
Boat ready?
Yes, Vizima in revolt awaits.
Cut the rhetoric and grab the oars.
Geralt, you've arrived at a moment that should be called nothing short of historic.
Dandelion, I'm glad you're alive too, but I have important matters.
More important than a Temerian-Redanian alliance with far-reaching consequences?
Stop being dramatic and tell me what's happening.
All right, let me tell you quickly before Yavin's arrested.
He won't be as long as I'm here.
The king will be forced to acknowledge me as a temporary ally.
You sure? Foltest already has an ally in Radovid of Redania.
I'm certain. Humans live brief lives like mayflies. They're not likely to surprise me, whether king or poet. No offense, Dandelion.
We can't pass through the city without the king's consent. You're still a wanted elf.
Then let us speak to your king.
So, let's talk politics. And don't you dare mention neutrality. Judging by your company, you're already involved, possibly up to your nose.
Sire, your wish is my command.
To the average pleb in the street, the Order is fighting my armies, but make no mistake. This is a confrontation between me and the Grand Master, that ambitious fanatic.
Directed all of Salamandra's actions and intentionally provoked the uprising.
What do you mean?
I thought you'd be interested, sire.
Very interested, and that means the Order is the enemy, is that clear?
As day. The Order is the enemy, not the Scoia'tael.
You're getting it, but only if those long-eared bastards stop burning my city and slaying my merchants. Did you hear that, Yavin?
And if those long-eared bastards cease, can they then, as fighters for freedom and decency, count on the king's clemency? Or even amnesty?
Only those that lay down their arms. And not all can be forgiven. The people would not understand. Yavin, you must disappear. Go away somewhere far. I shall restrain my officers from hunting you for a few days.
You'll restrain them longer, and instruct them not to look hard. In gratitude, for we'll rid you of Jacques de Aldersberg. Sire, one other matter.
You were wrong to cross me.
You're the one who's wrong.
Stop barking, Wolf, and draw your sword.
Do you enjoy working for a madman? Do you murder for pleasure or simply to follow orders?
I need not listen to you. You're not even human. Attack!
The All-Star Riders!
The Order reveals its true face.
Under their shining armor, it's all rot.
As I knew from the start. You saw as I did, Geralt.
Come on, Yavin. Let's cut off this Hydra's head.
The quarter is burning. We're too late.
We'll have a chance to fight yet.
Hold, in the name of King Foltest. Master Geralt, didn't recognize you.
What's the situation, Captain?
The Knights of the Order prepare to attack.
Then we're in time.
To get to the cloister, we must pass through the sewers. The entrance lies nearby.
Knights may be waiting.
Worse, a Zoogle. Probably grown fat on carrion.
Could be tough. Let's go.
We couldn't break through. Heavy fighting.
Is there a safer way to the monastery?
There's another path. Through the sewers. Dangerous. I have a key. Take it.
Thank you. You want a Zoogle?
With a Zoogle in the sewers? Any professional advice?
Avoid its tentacles. They're his chief weapon. His torso's his soft spot. Drink any venom antidotes you have now.
Geralt, if I die...
You won't. Ever heard of a freedom fighter dying while wading through crap?
No, indeed. Let's put this corpse to rest. They pray instead of fighting fires. Dwan.
Have sympathy. They've lost their homes and loved ones. Prayer helps them accept their fate.
Many elves mourn today, too.
Bloody arse! He got me!
You're bleeding heavily. Not good.
Go on. The Scoia'tael will care for me. Kill that bastard to Eldersburg. Go!
I'll come back for you.
You killed them, though they were not guilty. They did not wish to die of the cold, nor to live on as spectres. No one gave them a choice.
Was I supposed to let myself get killed? That's not my style, Teruviel.
None of us choose the path we must follow.
I understand. You had to fight for dignity. You had no choice.
Each does, as destiny ordains. Before you proceed on the dangerous path before you, accept this gift.
The Order could have saved humanity.
A coup d'etat, murder, experiments on children. Too high a price.
Why am I talking to you? You claim to protect humans, yet you've thrown them to the beast. Why? Because you're not human yourself. I should have seen your true face and killed you when I had the chance.
Try me now.
Draw your sword, freak!
And likewise, the Order has its own whole set of cutscenes throughout the Chapter 5 and epilogue of the game. They're going to be in pretty much the same spots, though, so begin another list of stuff.
No, I intend to help the knights.
Don't get involved, Geralt. Nothing good ever comes of it.
I've decided. Care to help?
Sure.
What are you doing here?
Stretching my legs.
That's...
What's wrong?
Us!
You all right, Zoltan? Haven't started taking fist tech, have you?
Nah, I'm just allergic to bastards.
Spare me. What's going on?
What's going on? Kids are orphaned one day and killed the next. Your precious Order is slaughtering women, children, civilians, everyone.
The elven civilians have returned a few blows.
Virtually all non-humans have taken up arms. Turns out they trapped healthy non-humans with sick humans in old Vizima to finish us with the plague.
Have proof?
Yes! Allergy's still bothering me. Here's what Shani said. Zoltan, how can a witcher be so stupid? Those murdering knights could have spared the civilians.
Yada, yada, yada.
Go away, you're aggravating my allergy.
Greetings, Witcher. I knew we would meet again sooner or later.
Greetings, Rayla. Get your unit back?
Yes. My reward for that elven slut. I told you I'd hunt her down.
Teruviel?
That's the one. Yavin's bitch. I handed her over to the boys, then we hung her. I've never seen anyone fight so fiercely.
Decision time. A turning point. Stand aside or fight non-humans. I chose to fight. Neutrality gone. The skirmish at Murky Waters was the first of several victories for the Order. The uprising nears its end. I just hope the victory is not too costly.
They say Yavin's gone wild. Chaos reigns in the elven ranks.
I see that. They're attacking without rhyme or reason.
Try to keep up. We'll head to the field hospital in the center of Old Vizima. I've already killed 20 Scoia'tael. I wager you can't beat that.
Any purpose to this excursion, apart from killing?
Siegfried waits with important orders for me. Ready?
And just like Zoltan had you pick up 2 groups of refugees, White Rayla is going to have you kill 20 Scoia'tael and get their tails from them. So get killing.
You couldn't have killed more long-ears than I.
You forgot the ones I killed on the dike.
We'll consider it a tie then, and finish this contest later.
Why are you looking at me that way?
I was thinking about a certain legend. Ever heard of Raven's armor?
Where would I find an armorer capable of making Witcher's armor?
The Order's armorer is excellent. He has a shop somewhere here in Old Vizima.
All right, I'll find him.
Shani's an angel. I swear on the eternal fire her hands work miracles.
No doubt. Are you badly hurt?
Merely a scratch. Shani confirmed I'd be back on my feet in no time.
Looks like your wound was caused by a... giant cleaver.
Swung by a berserk butcher dwarf. He cut down 3 brothers, but I got him.
Siegfried, every child knows to stay away from berserk dwarves. You were lucky.
This time you get some Scoia'tael attacking the hospital.
Treating humans, I see. We wound them so they'll die. And you're treating them. How illogical and contrary to our interests.
Out of my hospital! Murder each other to your heart's content in the street, but don't show your faces here.
Shani, watch out!
Kill the Dwan!
I detest you. I shall cut you.
Say hello to death.
Come on, bastards! I'll cut your balls off!
Wait!
History repeats itself, but this time we'll cut off more than your hand.
Try it, elven hag. I am White Rayla. I don't fear you elven sadists.
Say hello to death.
Geralt is meat!
Any further and your throat is meat.
I could have managed, but thanks.
Don't mention it.
Come, we'll speak where it's safer.
We must attack the barricade and hold it until reinforcements arrive.
In a moment, I must speak to Rayla.
As a warrior, you're almost ideal.
Almost?
Yes, almost. There may be no man who can defeat you, but a female.
I don't fight women.
You killed Renfrey.
Who's Renfrey?
The very reason you're called the Butcher of Blaviken. The only woman you ever raised your sword against. Rumor is you ploughed her first.
I'm no knight in shining armor.
Sure you are. You're incapable of fighting women. I'll prove it. No weapons. I doubt you can take me. And you can have me if you win.
Hold on.
Defend yourself, you pussy.
And once again, refer to my romance video if you really want to see the blurred version of this romance card.
You're mad.
I want to see corpses.
Rayla is trapped at the barricade. We must help her.
Let's move.
We'll flank them. Area secured. We must break through the barricade.
What then?
We must get to the other flank. To Rayla.
You shall die, human. I love this.
Fucking good you're here. This place is going to hell.
On my honor. That's no way for a lady to speak.
Shut up, Tin Man. This is their last line of defense. Onward!
After you, milady.
I detest you.
Come on! Done! The barricade is ours. Victory!
Rayla, wait.
A fine warrior. May the eternal fire illuminate her soul.
Amen.
A great loss for the Order. I must inform the Grand Master. He was last seen near the swamp cemetery.
I'm headed that way.
We should go immediately. What now?
I'll take care of the Striga. Her lair is somewhere around here.
I don't know if I can help you with fierce fighting in that area. The Grand Master is to command the offensive personally. I may be summoned shortly.
I'll manage.
I'll escort you, at least part of the way through the swamps. I'm going to Vizima with the Grand Master. I'll come and help as soon as I can.
See ya.
And this time at the end of Chapter 5, it is Siegfried and the Knights of the Order that come to assist you.
What manner of beasts are they?
The result of Salamandra's genetic experiments.
I came as quickly as I could.
It's appreciated.
Witcher!
The old manor is Salamandra's main base.
The front gate's of little use, but there's another way in. An old well goes straight down into the cave.
Lead the way.
Damn! There's more. Inside the cave. Go straight until you find a small passage.
You're not coming?
Squeeze through, into the old manor's catacombs. Then you're on your own.
What about you?
We'll wait here.
See you.
Finally. I was worried.
I'm not easy to kill. Nor you, apparently.
Discover anything in the catacombs?
You won't like this.
Witcher!
The Salamander leader is dead.
Excellent. And the bad news?
It seems that the Order is behind Salamandra.
What? That's impossible. You lie.
There's evidence, Siegfried. We should notify the king before it's too late.
We'll use a boat at the dock. Let's meet there.
Excellent.
Witcher!
Is the boat ready?
Yes.
Grab the oars.
Geralt, you've arrived at a moment that should be called nothing short of historic.
Dandelion, I'm glad you're alive too, but I have important matters.
More important than a Temerian-Redanian alliance with far-reaching consequences?
Stop being dramatic and tell me what's happening.
In front of Siegfried? I thought the Order was out of favor.
This part of the Order is on our side.
Though the Grand Master violated his oath, not all knights have lost both mind and conscience.
Foltest will be glad. Negotiations with Radovid are apparently going well, and it seems we're gaining another strong ally. When in Vizima, I'm a Temerian patriot.
Let's speak with the king. He must learn the truth before he passes rash judgment on the Order.
So, let's talk politics. And don't you dare mention neutrality. Judging by your company, you're already involved, possibly up to your nose.
Sire, your wish is my command.
To the average pleb in the street, the Order is fighting my armies, but make no mistake. This is a confrontation between me and the Grand Master, that ambitious fanatic.
Directed all of Salamandra's actions and intentionally provoked the uprising.
What do you mean?
I thought you'd be interested, sire.
Very interested. That makes the Grand Master, him alone, the enemy. Is that clear?
As day. The Grand Master, rather than the Order as a whole, is the kingdom's enemy.
And the Order need not be a foe. Led by someone sensible, it could be a friend to the people. It could be loyal to the king. Hear that, Siegfried?
I do, and I understand. And I shall do everything to save the Order, my king.
I knew you could be trusted. After your official investiture, visit me at the palace. We have much to discuss, Grandmaster.
You count your wyverns before they hatch. Jacques de Aldersberg is alive and well. Sire, one other matter.
There's fighting everywhere.
I'm afraid we're about to get a closer look at the Grand Master's regiments than we ever wanted to.
I don't know if I can raise my hand against a Knight of the Order.
You may have no choice. They're out to kill.
The bastards! Geralt! I knew him. He was still a human a month ago. Shorter than me.
Well, you proved better with the sword. Expect to see more of these monsters in Vizima.
It's the Greater Brothers. They wouldn't let me near that project. That is an offense to humanity.
Look into my eyes, Dwan, and you will see your death.
I see a blind fanatic about to perish.
Silence, traitor. You've delivered death too often. Retribution awaits.
You might be able to brainwash young elves with your slogans, but they don't impress me, nor did they impress those you murdered.
I was wrong about you. You're not worth talking to. You're a blind, rabid dog biting anything that moves. Someone needs to finish you off.
Geralt, there's really a Zeugl down there.
I hope it hasn't had time to multiply.
I heard of one Zeugl, and from what I know you need 2 to multiply.
Zeugls are hermaphrodites. They don't need a mate to make little Zeugls. They do it with themselves.
That's sick. Unnatural even for monsters. We must slay it.
I know you're an atheist, but I wanted to ask you to pray before you confront Jack de Aldersberg.
Siegfried, I'm not a believer. Doesn't that make prayer useless?
Faith and lack thereof differ in that faith can work miracles, while its lack can do nothing.
Fine. I'll pray.
Ah! Hell! Again!
Lie down, Siegfried.
Once again I'm wounded in the leg before a glorious battle. Geralt, I cannot go on. Ah!
Don't move. Foltest's armies will be here any minute.
Geralt, go. I shall gather what knights have remained faithful to the Order's tenets.
You killed me, yet I'm happy to see you.
There are worse things than dying in battle.
I know. I didn't choose a soldierly life to die in bed. Our ties exceed even death. I will fight at your side. Draw your sword, things are about to get interesting.
We could have stopped the Grandmaster's madness, but you insisted on stopping us.
You resorted to murder and terrorism. That's no alternative.
Yet we were right. Behold, humans are naught but bloodthirsty apes. That is plainly visible here. You blindly followed the Order's lead and now brandish your sword against them, like a dog biting the hand that feeds it. But that is what you are. No wolf, but a rabid dog, a mindless killing machine. Nobody.
Enough, Yavin.
Now I shall kill you like the dog you are.
And finally, the neutral path through the rest of the game. This is achieved by just saying exactly to either choice he gives you. Don't intend to help the knights, don't intend to help the Scoia'tael, just exactly.
Exactly.
What should I do?
Find the Fisher King and tell him to be ready. We're going back to Vizima.
All right. See you at the Lakeside.
And with that choice, both the knights and the Scoia'tael go hostile to us because we are no longer on either of their sides.
Ah, you're in time for quite a scrap.
Looks quiet.
All quiet at the front. Here they clash, there they grunt, and again, all quiet at the front. Yavin won. Almost all Vizima's non-humans took up arms.
How'd that happen?
When the Order started killing women and children, even the most assimilated elves rebelled. Dumbest move since the age of King Desmod.
Maybe the Grand Master wanted to provoke non-humans.
As if that wasn't enough, rumors surfaced about non-humans being resettled in old Vizima because we're more susceptible to plague. Fucking fairy tale, of course.
What are you doing here?
We need to repel the attacking knights. Then I want to lead the civilians and Shani's patients out of old Vizima.
Shani's in old Vizima?
She's organized a kind of field hospital. She mentioned you.
I'll try breaking through to her.
A gift from the gods. Shani told us about you.
We met at St. Lebioda's hospital in the Temple Quarter.
I heard Shani set up a hospital.
We tried going there, but with the fighting, we can't possibly manage alone.
Knights of the Order and Scoia'tael are fighting in every street and square. Their rule is, if you're not with us, you're against us.
I'm glad I didn't get drawn into the war.
Will you help us reach the hospital?
Stay close to me. I'll try to avoid any fighting.
Oh.
On the neutral path, this part is probably the easiest because instead of grabbing 20 squirrel tails or getting the 2 groups of refugees, you literally just have to run all the way over here and wait for the nurses. They even let you go through the back door to the hospital, which makes it so much easier.
Thank you. We couldn't have managed without you.
Yes, I doubt those butchers would have spared us.
Glad to help.
What good is this war if decent citizens of Vizima suffer the most?
Most of the city folk care neither for the Order nor the elves. They just want peace.
Decision time. A turning point. I found my path. Ideals aren't worth dying for, especially if they're based on hatred. I chose neutrality. I'm a Witcher. Everyone disapproved.
Can we help you?
We have much work, but we'll find time for you, should you ask.
But not now. Shani would kill us.
I see. Bye, girls.
And this time, you get the Skoyed's Hell attacking the hospital.
Treating humans, I see. We wound them so they'll die. And you're treating them. How illogical and contrary to our interests.
Out of my hospital! Murder each other to your heart's content in the street, but don't show your faces here.
Shani, watch out!
Kill the Dwan!
Come here.
But that's not all. You also get the Knights of the Order attacking. You gotta do both fights in the neutral path.
What's happening?
You're late. The attackers are already dead. Now please leave. You're scaring the wounded.
Arrest and question all non-humans.
Who gave you these orders?
Our commander, White Rayla. Seize them!
Have you turned stupid, soldier? Either leave on your feet or die on your back.
Die, monster!
Defend yourself! Defend yourself!
I need a drink. I can't believe they wanted to slaughter us.
Need any more help?
I must reach the swamp cemetery. Half these wretches won't see tomorrow without the druid's medication.
Perfect. I also need to go there. We'll sneak through.
Let's go. Out the back. Evade the fighting.
We'll all die.
Bad news. I peeked down the alley. It's our only way, and it's teeming with necrophages.
Not a problem.
I didn't even see this many after the Battle of Brenna.
They've been feeding on plague victims for months.
The fire must have drawn them here. More down that way. We might want to find another path.
Of the two, I'd rather face some monsters than get involved in someone else's fight.
So, this is the only way. Let's go. Things are getting worse.
Hang on. I can see the break in the wall.
Let's get out of here.
Nothing can help her now. We should be safe in the swamp soon.
Oh, how horrible. I've never been so scared.
You were brave.
I never could have done it without you.
Where should I escort you? I have several things to do.
I'll be safe in the Druid's Cave nearby. I'm going to the Druid's Cave. My patients need their medication.
I'll accompany you.
No need. There's unlikely to be many monsters after that massacre.
All right. See you.
See you.
And this time on the neutral path, you get saved by Triss and a bunch of Temerian guards from Vizima.
What was that?
Not sure, but they looked like mutants. You came just in time.
I could hardly desert you.
Thanks, Triss.
Geralt.
Salamandra must be based inside the old manor.
I think so too. So before I left the castle, I snatched a key to the crypt. From there we can enter the catacombs beneath the manor.
Triss, you're a genius.
Shall we?
Let's go.
Geralt, there's no sense staying here. We don't know what Salamandra is planning. You need to enter their base.
Then let's go.
No, I'll stay here. I've still got strength left, so those mutants are going to taste some fire.
It's too dangerous, Triss.
Since when do I need your permission to cause trouble? Or you mine, for that matter?
Triss.
Another time. They're coming. Go. I detest tearful goodbyes.
See you, Triss.
Geralt, you're here.
Are you all right?
I told you I could handle them. What happened below?
I'll tell you later.
Geralt.
The leader of Salamandra is dead.
Great. Learn anything about who's behind Salamandra?
Yes. The Order of the Flaming Rose.
Oh, lords. But that means...
Exactly. We need to return to Vizima and inform the king.
I saw a boat at the dock. Let's meet there.
Good.
Geralt.
Ready to cross?
Yes, you?
Grab the oars.
Geralt, you've arrived at a moment that should be called nothing short of historic.
Dandelion, I'm glad you're alive too, but I have important matters.
More important than a Temerian-Redanian alliance with far-reaching consequences?
Stop being dramatic and tell me what's happening.
Allow me some common courtesy. Triss, my joy at this meeting.
Triss, tell this clown to get to the point.
So what's this historic moment, Dandelion?
With the kingdom in flames, Foltest struck a deal with his neighbors.
Doubtless with that ambitious pup Radovid of Redania. Geralt, Foltest should learn of the Grand Master's betrayal. We need to talk to the king.
So, let's talk politics. And don't you dare mention neutrality. Judging by your company, you're already involved, possibly up to your nose.
Sire, your wish is my command.
To the average pleb in the street, the Order is fighting my armies, but make no mistake. This is a confrontation between me and the Grand Master, that ambitious fanatic.
Directed all of Salamandra's actions and intentionally provoked the uprising.
What do you mean?
I thought you'd be interested, sire.
Very interested. The son of a bitch is attacking me with steel, poison, and magic.
It is time for you to choose your allies, and you must choose well, sire.
I see our sweet sorceress has already begun indoctrinating you.
I believe it's time we finalized our agreement, sire. I will counsel and support you with wise words and magic.
And with that of your esteemed female friends? Indeed you may. But don't forget, Marigold, I rule this bordello. Don't turn into Philippa. You're too pretty for that.
King, sorceress, and witcher united against evil. Worthy of a painting. But all will be lost if we delay any longer. Sire, one other matter.
Move, Geralt! I don't want to fight.
Then don't force me.
Stand aside. I have my orders. We must save this kingdom.
Oddly enough, on the neutral path, you actually have a choice where you can either fight Siegfried and Yavin, or you can leave them alone. It's basically based on the dialogue.
Then leave the civilians alone and fight the real enemy.
True. We must fight the real enemy. Those elven rejects. Boys, form up.
And the civilians?
They better leave. People, flee this place. Your king may provide shelter in these terrible times.
Leave if you value your lives.
So you live. The sight of you sickens me.
I'm in no mood for riddles.
Teruviel is dead. I know enough to blame you for her death. You certainly played a part.
Open your eyes, Yavin. Your beloved war killed her. Stop drowning the world in blood. Try building for a change.
Humans, elves, dwarves, we all hate. We all kill. This cannot go on. Verfail, Wolf.
We'll have to get dirty. The only way to the monastery leads through the sewers.
The Order doesn't guard it?
Not since a Zoogle made its nest there. A big one.
It's had a lot of fresh meat. I hope it hasn't had time to procreate.
I doubt it found a mate.
Zoogles don't need mates. They're hermaphrodites.
It's somewhere in the sewers. Any advice?
Don't get eaten.
I'm serious.
Stay out of range of its tentacles. Zoogles harbor all kinds of contagion. If you have any spells against infection,
I should have. Let's go. Typical. A mob led by a madman. Again, someone will have to decide for them. This time, it'll be us.
I'd rather they made their own decisions.
Are you sure that's what they want?
We need to give them the chance. Let's go.
Almost there. We'll find Jacques de Aldersberg in the monastery.
Damn, I'm out of potions. Could I ask you to...
Geralt, what would you do without me? Wait here. I'll be back in a blink.
Murderers never know peace.
Those thoughts always come too late.
As if I had a choice. You never knew feelings that controlled your every step.
I know it's hard to act contrary to your feelings.
We're toys in the hands of fate. Before it casts us apart, accept my gift.
You thought you could stand aside.
I wanted no part of politics. I'm a witcher. I'm neutral.
We fought for those we love. You scorn that, for you'll never understand it.
A machine created to kill. You had no choice. Your time has passed.
You're obsolete. The world has no use for you. Lay down your sword and rest, Geralt.
Have the courage to face me, Jacques. Stop hiding behind specters and illusions. I'll find you.
You won't get the chance.
Death!